My name is Matt, and I recently accepted the role of becoming England's newest manager. And my goal is simple. Where others have failed, I will be the one to bring home our first major trophy since 1966. And I'm going to take you along this journey. However, it won't be an easy one. We were one of the favorites to win the Euros, but with the sudden coaching change, the media is really starting to doubt if I could get the job done, and the fans, well, they don't seem too optimistic. And to be honest, the morale in the locker room isn't great either. But we need to tune out the noise and do our best to take home 3 points tonight, because Serbia will not make it easy for us. And I was quite happy with how the team came out. We were controlling possession and came very close to scoring, but the Serbian keeper was able to make a really good save. This was very encouraging, and the fans seem to be getting louder, and it's giving us confidence because minutes later, we get another chance to take the lead, but Kane's strike hits the post. I was really unlucky, but I know it's just a matter of time, and with him being marked constantly, it allows us to keep cycling the ball just like we're doing now. And as it gets to Jude, he manages to find Kane, who gives us the lead in the 20th minute of the game. And the fans are loving it. I couldn't have asked for a better start, but we need to stay concentrated because right now, we're allowing Serbia to build up and we're scrambling for positioning. And that allows Milinkovic-Savic to make an unmarked run, and if not for Pickford, we would have conceded right there. I really didn't like the way we ended this half, and our struggles continued. We're forcing plays and turning the ball over a lot, and unfortunately, one of those giveaways really hurts us. I thought Stones made a great tackle, but the referee whistled for a penalty, and after watching it again, he does catch his foot before getting the ball. So now we have to rely on Pickford to bail us out again, and he's facing off against Vlahovic, but I think he might have noticed which corner he's aiming for, and he makes the save. He's been our best player so far, and he would have to make another important one not long after that. We were able to shut down Serbia's final counterattack and secured 3 points, but man did we make it hard on ourselves. It wasn't the prettiest result, but given the circumstances, I'm proud of our group, and especially our man of the match. In training, I had the guys working on counterattacking scenarios because I think we could really punish Denmark, but also because I want to see Foden and Saka more involved in the build-up. But when it came to game time, we didn't get to show much because Denmark's pressing really caught us off guard, and Pickford had to make some big saves to keep this game leveled. We're slowly growing into this game. It took long enough, but we're starting to string some passes together, and our first shot on target is a really good one. Our confidence is growing, and the fans can sense something is about to happen. And right before halftime, we have one final chance to end this half on a positive note, and Gallagher's strike beats the keeper, and instead of being down at the half, we head into the locker room up 1-0. Gallagher has been unbelievable since the start of the Euros, and his goal had such a big impact because in the second half, we took full control of the game. We doubled our lead off a corner, and maybe we do get lucky. But how about Foden? After telling him that I wanted to see more, he would go on to show his world-class potential, scoring our third goal of the night. What a turnaround. This is the response I wanted. But we do concede a goal in the final minutes of the game, and that will be a reminder to play until the final whistle is blown. Those 3 points currently put us at the top of our group, and a draw against Slovenia would see us hold on to it. But I'm not playing for a draw. I want to win every game, and against Slovenia, I'll be making my first change to the lineup. It wasn't an easy decision to make, especially when there's so much talent on the squad. But I've decided to start Palmer from the first minute, which means Saka will be on the bench for this game. He wasn't happy about it, but he's the first to recognize his performance so far hasn't been the greatest. I've also decided to start Trent in the midfield to give Gallagher some rest, and also to see if we can take advantage of Trent's passing range, but my changes aren't looking good right now. Trent is partially at fault for Slovenia's goal, and as things stand, we're sitting second in the group. Palmer wasn't having a great half either, but he would assist Foden on the equalizing goal, and from there, I could feel his confidence growing. He was calling for every ball, and he was basically quarterbacking our offense. And at the 70th minute, he would spot Jude making a run in behind, and he would go on to score the game-winning goal, which officially puts us top of Group C. I decided to keep the lineup mostly unchanged against Georgia, but this wasn't going to be an easy game. We did come very close to taking the lead in the opening minutes, but it was clear that Georgia were more than happy to sit back and wait for a counterattack. But we were prepared for that. We didn't give them many scoring chances, but when we had to defend, we were solid. I was, however, getting a little bit nervous because it looked like extra time might be needed, but we kept playing. We kept pressing and passing the ball around until Jude finally found the back of the net. Man, am I so happy because I know how hard they worked for this result. The team is really starting to click, and that's so important because it's only going to get harder from here. We're definitely going to enjoy this window, but Germany is waiting for us in the quarterfinals, and with them being the host nation, they'll have plenty of motivation to win this game, but we are more than happy to play the spoilers. In fact, we're embracing it, and we would end up silencing the crowd. Almost like a balloon of excitement was just popped as Palmer beats Neuer in the 3rd minute. What we practiced in training is translating on the pitch, but we knew this game wasn't going to be easy, and Germany would work their way back into the game halfway through the first half. It was very much a back and forth game, with both sides playing quality football. We had our chances to regain the lead, and so did they. For the most part, it was quite an even game that could go either way, until a lapse of judgment would force the referee to hand out a red card, and now Germany will have to defend the rest of the game with 10 men. You can feel the tension that has surrounded the stadium. Germany are in survival mode and playing for extra time, but we're not going to give them the chance to get there. We wanted more, and it's with a full team effort that we find the winner late in the game to send us into the semifinals. And to make things even better, France has been eliminated in the other quarterfinal, which means the bracket is in our favor, and we now have a real chance of making it into the finals. The vibes are at an all-time high. We're not underestimating Denmark, but for the first time since the start of the Euros, I wasn't worried about this game. The team is clicking, and you could see it on the field with the goals we're scoring and how we're scoring them. They didn't beat us in the group stage, and they were going to beat us tonight. We shut down their best efforts, and Kane would score the insurance goal we needed to book our ticket into the finals. When I took over this position less than a month ago, everyone had already written us off, and now we have the chance to do something that hasn't been done in a very long time. But standing in front of us is Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal, and there's a lot at stake for him too. We've trained very hard to make it this far, and it's with that intensity that the boys started this game. In fact, we dominated the entire first half. We controlled possession of the ball, which led to a few goal opportunities, but Diogo Costa did a really good job at keeping this game leveled. I can't lie, I am a bit disappointed that we're not going into halftime with a lead. We shut down the only counterattack they had, but when Cristiano Ronaldo is on your team, you don't need many chances, and at the 58th minute, we were completely stunned. Ronaldo scores from the tightest of angles to give Portugal a 1-0 lead. We still have time to bring this game back, but I had to make some changes. Saka and Gordon are coming on, and it wouldn't take long for them to have an impact. Portugal are giving us way too much time on the ball, and we took advantage of that to level the game as Saka combines with Kane, who needed a perfect shot to beat Diogo Costa tonight. That would end up being the final action of regular time, and now the stakes are that much higher. We can't play with fear, but any mistake could cost us the game, and unfortunately, we give Leao a bit too much time on the ball, who sends in a really good cross that finds Ronaldo for his 2nd goal of the game. This wasn't the ideal scenario, but this is a Brazilian squad, and I know there's an equalizer somewhere. However, time isn't in our favor right now, and we don't have many chances left. It would take something special, and that moment came in the final minute, but it's saved. I couldn't believe it. Our tournament comes down to this one last corner kick. I couldn't watch, but when I heard the crowd go crazy, I knew our journey wasn't over. Kane's 2nd goal of the night keeps the dream alive, and as we're headed to penalties, it's now out of my hands. We either make history tonight, or we'll be forgotten like every other 2nd place team. We've been here before, but nothing really prepares you for this moment. No one has missed yet, but I knew it was only a matter of time until Pickford saved one, and with us having scored the next 2, a save would see us lift the trophy. And with the tournament Jordan has had, there was never any doubt. We've done it. We are champions. 30 days ago, no one thought this would have been possible, and yet here we are, 2024 Euro winners.